At urbanbroadcastmedia.com, delivering love and inspiration 24/7. This is UBM Praise.
Tuesday. Ladies, it's Tuesday. Pink Perspectives on the Sir Walter Jones Show, right here on UBM Praise.
You are extraordinary. Where does all that come from out of that little bitty body?
Little people we have to try harder.
Stephanie Mills was here last week about yay high, and she's... No, one shouldn't talk about people's height, but you have a big, big voice.
Oh, well, it just comes from being hungry and wanting to eat. You have to sing for your supper.
Now, that brings to mind, when you were working in the law office, what were you doing?
I was your basic 9-to-5 receptionist. Good morning, Queen and Budai. Did
anybody there know what you did at night, singing and stuff?
No, not at all. I never talked about it very much. You know, I had the basic insecurities. You know, you don't tell people that you sing. You just.
This is like a flash dance trip. I mean, here you are. Were you really a short order cook?
Yes, pardon the pun, but
were you good?
Yes, I was. I still am.
You're a good cook.
Oh, yes.
Have any meat on your bones?
Well.
You don't eat your own cooking. When did you come out here?
I've been here since April of '82.
And why did you come here?
I got lucky. I was offered a record deal.
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody walked into a law office or a restaurant and saw you cooking, throwing hash browns and said, gee, you'd make a great singer. Wow, like that.
Well, no, it wasn't quite like that. I had done a lot of performing with local bands back home in Detroit, and one of the bands was called Chapter 8. We recorded an album for Areola Records back in '79, which brought us out here to a small club. A gentleman saw us, managed us, and later on, he formed his own record company, and he remembered me and sent me a contract.
Thank goodness. You deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen, Anita Baker. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
The nominees for Best R&B Vocal Performance by Female are Control, the album by Janet Jackson, Destiny, the album by Shaka Khan,
Jumpin' Jack Flash, the album Aretha Franklin. Rapture, the album Anita Baker. Winner in You, the album Patti LaBelle.
and the Grammy goes to Anita Baker.
This so very much, and we want to thank Bob Krasnow, and we want to thank the promotion staff over at Elektra, from Mike Bone to Primus Robinson and everybody in between, my manager Sherwin Bash, Randy Bash, I was doing good. I want to thank your mom, I want to thank Lois Landry, without whom I would not be singing today, and my sister Jean, my niece and my nephew, Mashawn and Jermaine, and showing that I forget my producer, Mike Powell, and Dean Gant, and the Yellow Jackets, and all of the guys who played on the album, the young ladies, Vesta Williams, Alex Brown, who was in the backup section, who made You Bring Me Joy come to life. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jesus.
Let's go. Sir Walter Jones. Who is it? Sir Walter Jones. What's his name? Sir Walter Jones. Whose show is this? Sir Walter Jones. Who is it? Sir Walter Jones. Say it again. Sir Walter Jones. Who you with? Sir Walter Jones. One more again. Sir Walter Jones.
The Sir Walter Jones Show. Co-host Alvin Carter. We are a Christian talk show in where we tackle all the hot topics in a believer's walk.
Sir Walter Jones. Who is it? Sir Walter Jones. What's his name? Sir Walter Jones. Whose show is this? Sir Walter Jones. Who is it? Sir Walter Jones. Say it again. Sir Walter Jones. Who you with?
Hello, everybody out there. Sir Walter, the Sir Walter Jones Show. I am he. It is Tuesday. Pink Perspective. This is a day we sit around the mic and talk about, we talk about women. Women. It's Women's Night on the Sir Walter Jones Show. You know, we usually don't do these music shows on Tuesdays. We do that on Wednesdays. Wednesday is Music Business Day, music business, music ministry. We talk about music, everything you need to hear, know about music. Wednesdays. That's the day all my musician friends tune in. Ministers of music and record labels, and everybody tune in Wednesday. But today, we're kind of sidetracking a little bit here from the music scene by going music. Kind of weird, ain't it? Yeah, we was going to do the Anita Baker show last week, but things start coming up where we have to. Our shows is not programmed like your usual MSNBC, Fox, or CNN and stuff like that, or maybe. Our shows really are like theirs because it's like breaking news and we go right to it. So the night before, you know, we'll be watching the news, and then I'll say to myself, you know what, Walter, talk about this tomorrow. And I'll produce an entire show of 2 hours, for the next day. And that's what the Daily Show was all about with Jon Stewart. And congratulations to him. He'll be ending his long run, I think 14 years or something like that. This coming Thursday, he'll be done. And the Colbert Show and all these shows and the Tonight Show, you know, a lot of those shows, night by night, they give you the news of that day. Although Tonight Show, a lot of times they will pre-record their shows a week ahead of time. But that's what we do here. And so we're going to do a music show tomorrow. But we're going to focus on Anita Baker today because if you've been listening to our shows at least for 30 days of any time, just over a 30-day period, we do what's called the effect shows, and we would use different gospel artists to demonstrate the effect of their music on our lives. For instance, we did the Kirk Franklin effect. We did the Richard Smallwood effect. We did the Andre Crouch effect. And let's see, who else did we do? We did the Clark Sisters effect. Man, I know we had to do about 2 more. I can't remember. But we did all these effects. And what we did was we played all their music to try to find out, with the Thomas Woodfield effect, to find out what is it about their music that affected us the way it did. Today, we're going a little different because this is a secular artist. This is an R&B, rhythm and blues, y'all. And some people might be like, why are you doing it on a gospel show? It's because Christians listen to secular music. We love it. We play it in our churches. We adore it. You talk to an average pastor, bishop, apostle, I don't care what he is, missionary Johnson got Anita Baker in her CD player. I guarantee you that. What was it about Anita Baker music that affected us in the way that it did today? She's not dead, y'all. She's trust me, she wakes up and she breathes regularly every day. And she's still on the scene and still working on a project. But there was something about her music that really moved us in the positive way. I know a lot of you hear of especially female artists who write and sing songs that are kind of questionable, and always you put on their record or their 8-track or their cassette player or iTunes or what have you, depending on the era you were born in, and you listen to their songs and say, okay, wow, the first song was nice, the second song, man, she kind of drama. Then the third song, yeah, it's nice. The fourth song, she's talking about something crazy. And the next song, nice. And the next song, I'm going to bust the windows out your car. And the it's like, wow, can I get a project where I can get some stability, where uniformity? And that's what Anita Baker, she came on the scene and gave us uniformity. All right. She made men listen to her music and say, wow, if I wanted to design the perfect lover, it would be her. So today I brought in the ladies because it is Peak Perspective, and you can't do a woman show with all men. All right. So we've got the great Reshelle Matheny all the way from Chicago, Illinois, up the street in one of them suburbs. How you doing? Put the mic over there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You doing all right?
I'm good.
Yeah, you've been on this show before, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you know how to use the mic. Yeah. Yeah. She don't talk that much, but she will today because this is one of her greatest R&B artists. That's Anita Baker. And we're going to do 2 hours of it, and we got the great Tina Steele. Tina is always here on a Tuesday to give us some wonderful insights on what to do in life. And we've got we got the lady engineer here, Kamari, and she's going to help me out as well. And so they all trying to figure out how to work these headphones. Let the engineer do it. That's what she paid to do.
No, it's yeah.
How you doing, Tina? You doing good?
I've been better. I'm blessed.
Yeah, Tina was in a little bus up. Some fool decided to drink a little bit too much and hit her, and kind of I know you went to the hospital for it.
Yeah, I'm still actually in treatment. I was a little banged up.
Really?
And then my baby Ginger, she's looked like she's been slapped in the forehead.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about who's this baby Ginger.
Ginger's my car.
Oh, okay, Dad. I thought it was your dog.
I have a special relationship with inanimate objects like my bed and my car. My bed is Jamal, and my car is Ginger.
So you sleep with Jamal?
Every chance I get.
Good stuff.
When I listen to Anita Baker, I think about Jamal because no one in the world.
Yes.
No one. It's for real.
Loving it. Okay, you get your ears together, Matheny?
I did.
You did. All right.
Everybody's people some new chords.
Turn Matheny mic up because that mic there, we're gonna have to replace it eventually because it just don't act right. Yeah, Anita Baker, born January 26, 1958. An American singer-songwriter, started her career in the late 1970s with the funk band Chapter 8. And we're going to talk about Chapter 8 right now because, quite interesting history. A lot of you just didn't know about some of this stuff. We played the Dick Clark interview with Anita Baker on the American Bandstand. I don't know if y'all weren't born around that time.
I know about American Bandstand.
Okay, you heard about it. You heard about it in the history books.
I watched it. I read.
You watched the rerun. That's what it was. Yeah, that was the interview in 1984. Okay, she looks so young, so vibrant, and just and then we played the 29th annual the Grammy Awards. All right, this was and she won the best R&B female, I think, for Rapture, and we're gonna talk about that as well. But Chapter 8, we're not in the Bibles. No, this is the Chapter 8. This is the group. Okay, and this is the song. Kamari, go to A. We're going to A. It says Chapter 8, ready for your love. This is the song. Go ahead and play that, and we'll talk over it as soon as you get. Yeah, many of you have never heard this song before, but this is the beginnings of Anita Baker. Chapter 8 is a 1979 debut album by the Detroit, Michigan-based group Chapter 8. It was their only album to include lead vocals from Anita Baker before she went on to solo stardom. Turn it up.
Haven't known you too long, but I know you, and we got a special vibe going on, and you know it.
The album for the company that was little noticed, except for the Baker-led single, Ready for Love. Michael J. Powell, we're going to talk about him eventually, because that name kind of important to the story here. What was you doing in 1979, Reshelle?
I was 9 years old.
You was 9. Wow. What were you doing at 9 years old?
In school, probably jumping rope.
Jumping rope. Tina, 79.
4 years old.
You was 4 years old.
Yeah.
You probably somewhere on the stage being a poet.
No, I was somewhere being spoiled. You know, playing. I was gonna say playing doctor, but it has a different connotation now. But I was literally playing doctor, like with literally like with the little doctor kits.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No disrobing or anything, but you know.
Oh, yeah, good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thermometer, wholesome things.
Baker eventually released her first solo album, The Songstress, in 1983. In 1986, she rose to stardom following the release of her platinum-selling second album, Rapture, which included the Grammy-winning single Sweet Love. To date, Baker has won 8 Grammy Awards and has 5 platinum albums and 1 gold album to her credit. Baker's vocal range is contralto. Mm-hmm. You know what a contralto is, right? Anybody know what contralto is? You know what a contralto is?
It's a classical singer female's voice that's really low.
All right, that girl did her homework. That's all right. That's right. It's the lowest female voice type. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's usually like highlighted by like a nice texture.
Yeah.
And this, I like contraltos who have like a rasp or like this. I don't know. It's a texture that kind of gives you the feeling of like smoky blues, jazz, loungy kind of singer.
Yes.
I wish I sang contralto.
Like you in a cigar club.
A cigar club.
Yeah.
Well, the difference from the alto and almost identical to the counter tenor, what they call, typically between the F below the C. Yeah.
I can think that low.
Yeah, if you can think that low. Yeah. The contralto type voice is generally divided into the coloratura, they call it, lyric and dramatic contralto. It's a beautiful concept. Not too many women can do that, although we did the Donny Hathaway effect. His daughter,
Layla
yes. is straight.
She's so
contralto,
awesome.
tenor, bass.
I love Layla Hathaway.
Oh yeah, she's amazing, and she can harmonize with herself.
Yeah, I forgot what that's called.
Yeah, those of you, some people said it was impossible to do, and that they thought it was special effects. But I saw a video on where a woman was actually demonstrating it. So you have to go to Snarky Puppy on YouTube and see her do it, and it's an amazing gift to be able to do it and do it effectively. So we're getting ready to jump in on this child here, Anita Baker. Don't nobody talk about Anita Baker. Lord have mercy. We're going to Songstress. Kamari, we're going to number 1. This song here called Angel. This is from the Songstress Project, Beverly Glenn Music, 1983. Oh boy. Go ahead, play that. And I'm gonna go ahead and find some history on this. This right there. You hear that? So I just people are melting right now. I just felt a melt happening all across America. Just listen, turn that up, come on. Turn that up. Just give y'all a second of that. Sip some tea. Y'all hear me pour. Hold on. Yeah. Girl, you better sing, Anita. That's right. The Songstress is a debut solo album by the American R&B singer-songwriter. Soul singer, that is. It was originally released in 1983 by Beverly Glenn Music and was Baker's only album for that label prior to signing with Elektra Records, with whom she had a string of hits. The Songstress was not a commercial success upon its initial release, though the album met the moderate success of the R&B charts. Baker became a major international success After signing with Elektra Records, a division of Warner Brothers, or Warner Music that is, in 86, and Elektra acquired the rights to the songstress and re-released it with a new cover in 1991. Yeah. Between 1992 and 2007, the album sold 307,000 copies in the U.S., according to SoundScan figures. Go to number 2, Kamari. Let's see what's going on with this. This is called You're the Best Yet. Oh, man. Just the intro is going to make somebody jump. Mm-hmm. Lord have mercy. The personnel on this project is Nathan East on bass, David T. Walker guitar, Paul Jackson Jr., James Macon, all these guitars, Craig Cooper, Raymond Calhoun on drums, James Gatson, Patrick Moulton, background vocals, Carmen Twiley, or Twiley, I don't know, it might be Twiley. Call in, Twiley, and let me know what your real name is. Phil Perry, background vocals, James Gilstrap, Clyde Dean Jackson, and Bunny Hull, that is. Executive producer, Otis Smith. Nathan East, I don't know, many of you, I don't know, have you ever heard of Nathan East? Ever heard of him? Any of you ever heard of Nathan East? Okay, he is an amazing Philadelphia brother, jazz, R&B, rock bass player, vocalist, more than 2,000 recordings. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. He has written songs and performed with Eric Clapton, Michael Jackson, George Harrison, Phil Collins, Stevie Wonder, Toto. Remember Toto?
I've heard of all of them.
Oh, Draft Punk, Herbie Hancock. Man, he's wrote some soundtracks as well for movies. Dreamgirls. Well, he played on soundtracks. Hairspray, Crossroads, Tarzan, Waiting to Excel, The Last Temptation of Christ, The Preacher's Wife, Lethal Weapon 2 and 3. Let's see, Escape from L.A. Man, he's got a huge Footloose, Thelma and Louise. So, do you know him now? Yeah. Nathan East, one of the greatest bass players there is. Go to number 3, Kamari. This is Feel the Need. What do you think, Reshelle?
About this song?
Uh-huh.
I like this song because she is actually trying to get him to anticipate how she's feeling without telling him, which is something that women normally do. But, every woman wants their man to be able to kind of look at them and kind of fill in the blanks, but she's actually having to tell him what to do.
Wow.
Well.
Well, excuse me. Did anything jump out on the other two songs as far as lyrics is concerned to you?
Oh yeah. As far as Angel, Angel came out. I was like 13 at the time when it came out, so I really wasn't into Anita Baker at that time because I was only 13.
Okay.
But when I was 18, I was introduced to Anita Baker, and I was with my first love, and it was uphill from there.
It was uphill from there? Okay.
So as far as the lyrics are concerned with Angel, she says, I love the way we touch. I love the way it feels. Every time you're near me, my poor heart just can't be still. And that's normally how it is when you're 18 and you with your first love.
Right. Wow, you can identify with that.
I can identify with that.
Wow. Do you sing any of this, Tina, on your karaoke?
I do. I sing some Anita Baker. But what I wanted to say, the thing about Angel for me was that she used like what we would consider to be almost like a sacred term to
great analogy.
Like in like a secular song, right? Which I think also speaks to the power of love and the power of the heart that can make you feel like you're on this celestial journey kind of thing.
Wow. That's good. That's a great analogy. The whole angel thing. Because when I saw it, I said, wow, that's a good way of getting us Christians to wonder, which angel is she speaking of?
Well, I mean,
I loved it though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, then that goes to the whole, some people talk about the using love songs within the context of a relationship or marriage, as opposed to like listening to secular music or whatever. So, and I think there's nothing wrong with kind of, if you're in that covenant, right?
Sure.
That covenant is celestial, it is kingdom. Why not be able to sing a song about your covenant partner?
That's good.
Not saying that he is an angel. She said, my angel.
You're my angel. Woo! See, that's why Tina comes on Tuesday nights. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Allison, go to number, what we at? Number 4? Okay. What is that? That is Squeeze Me. Now, some of you may have never heard because some of them just didn't hit the airwaves like maybe Angel did or You're the Best. But this sound like a Gap Band type.
And see, that's something too. Like, Anita Baker, she had her first hit with a certain style. Like that Rapture album, I believe.
Absolutely.
And it's just like this certain love song. This wasn't the style of music that we were used to hearing Anita sing unless you went to one of her concerts or something.
That's
she
true.
Would do some things. But mainstream, you would never hear this. This is more like Aretha Franklin-ish.
That's so true. The Aretha Franklin song, what's that song? When she came back, she was on hiatus for a while. She came back with this something of love.
Freeway of Love.
Yeah. Don't this sound like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is 1983, by the way. So it's around that time. I mean, I'm in high school and yeah. Go to number 5. This is called No More Tears. See if this is familiar to anybody. Like I said, some of these you may not have ever heard before. No More Tears. Allison Funches says Anita Baker sang from her heart about real matters of the heart. What comes from the heart reaches the heart. Let's see. The lyrics to each song told a story, something we could all relate to. Now, I did hear this one. This was a great hit, by the way, to me. For me, that is. She says, even as a teenager growing up listening to her music, I could relate. I had fairy tale dreams about my knight in shining armor. You hear what Allison is saying here?
Yeah.
I've had to apologize after a fight and admit I was wrong. I've even been so caught up in a rapture of love. I mean, man, it's Anita. Soul music.
But like the flip side of that is, did Anita give young ladies these pipe dreams, right? Like sure. Sometimes we only listen to one kind of, or we listen to Rapture of Love like, oh yeah, but we won't listen to I Apologize or the one or two songs she had about her heart being broken, and it was one or two, but we'll listen to Sweet Love
good
and
stuff.
No One in the World and all this.
Wow.
So it also speaks to kind of like the power of music, but also the sobriety of reality, because reality is sometimes we may have to tell our mate what we need.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We may have to teach them how we love and how we receive affection and love. And so getting caught up in some of these lyrics and some of this, I'm painting this picture of this man that I want based on this song, but it's not reality. So how do you dwell in these dual realities? Like where I want you to be my angel. When I'm with you, my husband, he's coming, praise Jesus. I want to be caught up in the rapture of love.
Yes.
But I also want to realize that he's human.
Wow. Man. Y'all going there. It's good stuff. And I also want to know that he's human. That's a good point to make. What is this? No More Tears. Go to the next one, number 6. I think it's called Sometimes.
I need to be singing.
No, she'd be tearing it up. We have running jokes about her and Michael McDonald and getting the the verbiage out. Understanding lyrics or whatever. I don't care. Nobody talking about Anita Baker. Okay, Paul Jackson Jr. Guitarist, the fusion urban jazz composer, arranger, producer, and guitarist. He was born and raised in L.A. Jackson knew by the age of 15 that he wanted to become a professional musician. Okay, somebody else said, well, who's Paul Jackson? Well, he has supported artists ranging from Michael Jackson, Thriller. He's on the Thriller Project, the Bad Project, the Dangerous Project, the History Project, and Blood on the Dance Floor, the Temptations, Whitney Houston, Alexander O'Neal, Howard Hewitt, Thomas Anderson, Patti LaBelle. Oh my goodness! He George Duke, George Benson, Dave Koz, Al Jarreau, David Benoit, Marcus Miller, Kirk Whalum, all these cats. And y'all, if you see his picture, you'll say, "Oh yeah, I know Paul Jackson Jr." Well, he's on this project as well. This project here, Songstress, an amazing project with amazing musicians. Let's go to number 7, I think it is. What is she saying here? And sometimes, Reshelle, she's our investigator of lyrics, by the way. Yo.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I'm getting from it is that she's letting her man know that sometimes he's going to be on top, sometimes they're going to be on the bottom. Wherever they're going to be, she's going to be there with, they're going to be together. And sometimes when you marry, that's why the divorce rate is so high, because people don't want to put in the hard work. As soon as they hit a bump, they're like, I'm out of here. So she's just letting them know, baby, no matter where we at, I got you.
Wow. I can't sit in after that. Wow.
I would like to investigate the reason behind that, though. Like, why do you enter into marriage again with this thought that it is going to be all peachy keen, right? It's going to be ice cream and daisies every single day, when you know that you're not ice cream and daisies every single day, and now you're merging that with another person.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm on a mission to help people see that there's a reality to this stuff. When you come out of the clouds, when you stop getting twinkle toes and shivers running down your spine, you got to deal with this person, and they are human. They burp and everything else.
Yeah.
I think media plays a big role in that, because every time we see something, most of it has a happy ending, and if you go off of what you see in media, then you're going to be messed up when you get in a real relationship. I think that when you're in a relationship, you and your spouse should define your own terms and what relationship you want to have, versus going off of what everybody else is doing, because everybody's not going to understand what you guys have.
And that's very important. And it also speaks to, I think we talked about it on another show, how Paul instructed the older women to teach the young women, as it relates to domestic issues, that you should not have someone on TV be your role model for marriage. Yeah. Not on a reality show, not in the country. Now, I'm a little hurt by the Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert breakup. Like that hurt me a little bit.
Okay.
But, so they shouldn't be my role model, though,
Exactly.
But it just goes to show that we are so inundated with media, and it skews the line between real life and what we used to call play life, right? The stuff you see on TV.
Yes.
And it's like, how do we understand that this is not reality, but this is my reality, and I am going to be unselfish enough to lay aside, to compromise and to lay aside my non-negotiables and stuff, because you really haven't changed.
Yeah.
You are who you are, but I was blinded by love and this newness.
Right.
So when are we going to sit these people down for real and talk about, okay, when reality hits, after you get that bill for that wedding, after they wake up or take their shoes off and their feet stink, do you still love them, or were you just in lust?
So it's true. Go to 8. I think this is the last one on the project songstress. Do you believe me? Yeah. Turn that up. I remember this one. What's going on here? And we're gonna go right through the breaks. We're not breaking today, y'all. We got a whole bunch of files to play, so we're just gonna keep it going, keep it rocking with Anita Baker. So it's kind of funky. Is she complaining, Reshelle?
Somewhat. She wants to know, does he believe her when she's pouring out her heart to him? Okay. And she wants to get feedback from him on how he's feeling about that, because a lot of times when we talking to our spouse, I'm just going to use spouse, it's like we're going wah, so they're not really listening to anything we're saying. So
I see.
She want to know, do you believe in me? And also, a lot of times when we with somebody and they share things with you, their dreams or whatever, we don't believe in them. We don't really encourage them, to reach for those dreams, even if they're if they not realistic. But, a lot of times in life, we don't even encourage our mates to, go to that next level.
Sure. Well, Principal Keita says, I don't believe that there is anything wrong with songs that help express how you feel about the person you're in a relationship with. As Christians, we do have to be wary of the lyrics and the overall underlying messages that many songs bring. My musical background and professional stance in music leads me interest in various artists and their styles. Mine's too, and I think yours too, Tina. I think you're very well-rounded because you love music, because you kind of do it. It opens you up to other different styles other than Christian-based.
And I think the reality is that everything that is taught it as Christian or gospel is not.
I agree with that.
And then, two, it also speaks to kind of whether you can, again, deal in these dual realities, right? Mm-hmm. I'm a Christian, period. But
sure.
and also being a vocal artist or a musician, that's my workmanship or what I do, right? And so it comes with studying certain things. I'm not saying you go listen to Uncle Luke and have that and bless it. You know, that's not what I'm saying, but I think we have to be we just have to be mindful of what we close ourselves off to.
Sure.
Because I know that there are times when, you know, I really heard a Christian message from a love song or a song that wasn't purported to be Christian, and it blessed me more than some of this stuff that
I know,
that's refurbished anyway that we play in church. But I agree, like, you know, the song Reasons, people were playing it at their wedding.
Earth, Wind & Fire.
Yeah, and that song is about a one-night stand.
Yep,
like stuff like that when you really don't
know.
understand. And if you really listen to the lyrics, it's quite clear what it's about.
Sure.
But because you like what it says.
You like the sound.
You know.
Somebody played it as we lay.
But
it's
interesting.
At the reception. I said, really?
Like a lot of her up-tempo songs are about the whole "you hurt me, let me tell you about it," but the slow ballads are all about. And I think that's very interesting.
That's quite interesting. It's a great analogy to bring up. And we treat every so-called effect show that we do on artists. We give you the whole circumference, the good as well as the bad and the ugly. Baker eventually signed with Warner Music Group, associated label, Elektra Records, in 1985 and began working on her next album. Her Elektra contract allowed the singer to have creative control and produce her own music, something she wasn't allowed to do at Beverly Glen. Baker eventually picked her old Chapter 8 band mate, songwriter, and producer Michael J. Powell to work with her on her first Elektra album, though label execs were initially unhappy with her choice of Powell over more established producers. And then in rock, Rapture, y'all. Oh boy, Rapture's about to, I'm about to feel like I've been raptured. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Number 9, Kamari, Sweet Love comes on the scene. Yes. This is a 1986, I believe. Turn that up because the intro is so important. I saw the video one day on MTV, and of course we have video, so MTV, and it was another one I can't remember. But Friday Nights Videos, I believe it was called. You got another one you think of now? No? Okay. Well, I saw this as I was driving down Detroit before it became bankrupt.
Driving down to Detroit or through Detroit?
You're right. I was driving down, and when I got into Detroit, I put the cassette in because that's all I had at the time. And I played this song, and I was looking at all the downtown buildings, and I just felt like I was in her video. I mean, this song here. What's going on in this song here, Reshelle? Sweet Love.
She is bragging on how sweet her love is, and we all have that special someone in our lives that we have been with.
Yeah.
Well, we just felt like everything with that person was so right. And then when things start to fall apart, it's like she's trying to convince him to stay and telling him, I'm not going anywhere. There's no stronger love in this world. You're my man. I'm your girl. So it's almost like she's trying to convince him to stay, telling him how sweet this love is,
or affirming that love, right? So
that's
maybe,
true. Yeah.
So maybe he's not leaving or anything, but sometimes that affirmation that, this is a part of me. Like, I'm not ashamed of what we have. I love you. I love what we have. And it encompasses all of my senses, right? She talked about her heart and, all this stuff. Like, there's no stronger love in this world. Who wouldn't want to hear that?
Yeah, wow. And then that does move men. I mean, I know men think that whatever they say to women moves them, but what y'all say to us move us as well. And a good song can really accomplish that. In March 1986, Baker released her second album, Rapture. While sales were initially slow following the release of the album's debut, Watch Your Step, Elektra released the mid-tempo ballad, Sweet Love, which became her first pop hit, reaching number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 and also reached the UK Top 20. They eventually launched 3 further hits singles, which I'm going to play next. Go to the next song there, Kamari. I think it's You Bring Me Joy.
Oh, that's my song.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Love that song. Man, the song is...
What is about the song you like so much?
The music and just... You bring me joy.
I do?
When I'm down.
Oh, tell me about
you know,
song.
and then it says like, when I lose my way, your love comes. I thought, yes, I was just like, that is so true. Like, wow, you know, that's exactly what happens when I lose my way. His word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. You know, you really bring me joy.
Wow.
And like her voice, and it's so. Like this part right here, the instrumentation is so beautiful. You have a piano and her voice.
Yep, she's sitting on top of the piano almost in a sense.
You know, and it's just like, it's so simple, but so complex and profound.
Yes. Wow.
I saw your face and then I knew that we would be friends. Come on now.
Wow. Boy, you really tearing this up.
Because this is my song. I was so afraid, but your eyes said, come to me.
Wow.
Like, trust me.
Yeah.
You know, and then I say to you, can we talk for like, come on, really? You know, it's just like, come and commune with me.
Wow.
And it was just so, I heard this song on the Casey Kasem Countdown. And some lady had called in and they were talking about SIDS, you know, and how she felt so devastated when she lost her baby.
Yeah.
But this song came on and how it just really encouraged her. And, you know, I was just like, wow. And can you imagine somebody telling you, you bring me joy, not happiness.
You bring me joy.
Because happiness is based on happening,
that's right?
Something's going on.
Yes.
But joy, I think, it transcends that. It's like, it doesn't matter what's going on, but when I see your face, when I hear your voice, something inside me perks up.
Woo. Well, this is written by David Eldon Lashley, American singer-songwriter, best known for his contributions as a background singer for such artists as Bonnie Raitt, James Taylor, Luther Vandross, Aretha Franklin, Dionne Warwick, and Dusty Springfield. Started his music career in the teens, forming a singing group with his sister and achieving some success in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, and it's good to know these the people who write the songs as much as the people who sing them. And this is a really a great song, especially lyric. Now, songs that marry, you have what's called prosody, whereas a lyric marries the melody. And this song here did it for us. You know, You Bring Me Joy. Go to the next one.
Who's playing the sax on that? You know?
Oh, sax. Let's see. The saxophone. That would be Adon Merrick.
Wow.
And Donald Albright.
Yeah.
Many of you know Donald. Oh, the Albright, sure. That's sax. This song here is, well, here we go with Rapture. Turn it up. Written by Gary Glenn and Diane Quander, I believe the name is.
And the vocal arrangements are so simple. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, they're so simple and just straightforward, but the voice, like her voice and the texture of it and the way she uses her voice as another instrument on the track.
No, wow.
It's like amazing.
That's good away. I like that. See, I can't do shows like this without you. Not like this. What are you getting out of this, Reshelle?
Oh wow! When I think of the word rapture, I immediately go spiritual.
Of course. So she did this to us twice. From angel to rapture.
And I'm thinking she's in some sort of bliss with her man. Almost like a fairy tale.
Yes.
Like stayed with him because she mentioned the word magic. She don't want him to go away. She's just caught up, and that's where a lot of us be caught up sometime, and we miss the important things when it comes to relationships.
Absolutely. Wow.
That lyric right there, she just says, we stand side by side, right?
Wow.
You know, it really speaks to like this unity. So a lot of her love songs, they speak about a unity of people, like two people coming together, and walking in unity and whatever that takes. It takes sacrifice. It takes compromise. It takes preferring the other person over yourself.
Wow.
I want you in my life, right? And that's the thing. Like we always talk about wants and needs.
Sure.
To me, a want is greater because I can live without my wants, but I choose not to.
Yeah.
I need air.
Yeah.
I cannot like air, but I need it. But I want dark chocolate.
Well, yeah.
Right? So, she's like, I can live without it, but I choose not to.
Choose not to.
She's saying that. Like, that's what her love songs say. I can live without you, but I'm choosing not to.
Lord, where's my tea when I need it? Go to number 12, Been So Long. Been So Long. This is by Baker, by the way. Copyright Baker's Tunes, y'all. See what's going on here. Y'all already see. The band really made her music the way it is. She knew who to choose. Okay, yep. It was a genius. It was a love affair that affected us as Americans. That band and that singer,
and whoever her one or two background vocals.
Absolutely,
because they had the same kind of voice that she had.
I agree. You got Lorenzo Brown, Ricky Lawson, drums and percussion, Arthur Marbury, John Robinson. And I know Ricky Lawson. Lost him December 2013. Yeah. Native Detroit, Michigan. He worked extensively as a session musician, collaborating with Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Eric Clapton, Phil Collins, Whitney Houston, Steely Dan, Kenny Babyface Edmonds, and others. He co-founded the jazz fusion band, the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets was, amazing sound. Those of you who don't know nothing about the Yellow Jackets, I ain't talking about the bees that be biting y'all. I'm talking okay, go to iTunes and type in Yellow Jackets and have a good night. Yeah. They won a 1987 Grammy Award for Best R&B Instrumental Performance for And You Know That from their album Shades. Ricky Lawson, rest in peace. So get to the next song here. Been so long. This one here is Mystery. Uh-oh. Mystery. That's Rod Temperton. Now, y'all say, well, who's Rod Temperton? You see his stuff a lot on projects. He a British guy, record producer, musician for Cleethorpes, England. That's where he's from, Cleethorpes, United Kingdom. He is significant for being keyboardist and producer in funk band Heatwave. Remember Heatwave, y'all?
Yeah.
And later writing a number of songs performed by Michael Jackson. That's what you will see his name, Rod Temperton, on a lot of Michael Jackson stuff. Off the Wall, Rock With You, Thriller. That's Rod Temperton, y'all. Bad brother. Boogie Nights, Always and Forever. Man, can't go wrong. Yeah, this is, and again, notice the simplicity, but also the uniformity in her music on the same project, especially. Mystery. Turn it up. What's she saying here?
What I'm getting from it seems like she's trying to get back to a happy time with her and her lover, and it seems like a dream to her because it seems like she's chasing that.
Go to number 14. No One in the World. I like this one. Yeah. Ken Hirsch, Marty Sharon, or Sharon, depending on what town you live in. Turn that up.
And I must have been blind just to think I'd find someone new, one who loved me better than you.
Love me better than you. Uh-oh. What's she saying here? Historians?
What I'm getting from this is just my interpretation.
Your interpretation?
It looks like she thought the grass was greener on the other side.
Oh, wow.
When she got over there,
yeah,
she had to step over all the dog pooping
and the
on
weeds.
The grass. And then she was constantly stepping on it. And then she realized that what she had was actually the best thing that she had. And she's trying to get back to that. So she's pleading with him like, no one in the world has loved me like you, baby, and telling him all the good things about him.
Wow.
To try to lure him back.
Man. Somebody came prepared, didn't they?
Yeah. And then, you know, like, it's sometimes people need to mature, right? It could be taking distance away from a relationship.
Yes.
Because she said, I tried every road I could find, but I can't get you out of my mind. So maybe she didn't go to another man, right?
Sure.
Maybe she was just like, you know how sometimes you meet the right person, but it's the wrong time?
Wow.
And so I put this thing on my Facebook the other day, like, the greatest travesty is when two people connect, but you can't be together because it's just the wrong time. It's the right person, the wrong time.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, you know. And like, I think about that. You know, she said, I tried every road I could find. Maybe she tried to shop his thoughts away, or, you know what I'm saying? Because we throw ourselves into stuff when we're trying to get over people or situations. So we compensate.
Wow.
But she's like, I got to come back. You know, I want to run back to your arms again because no one in the world. And it may not be that he is the best man or the perfect man, but being best for you and perfect for you doesn't look the same from person to person. But it's when we compare, right?
I like that.
When we begin to compare. But it's like there's no comparison because I'm not like you. So my needs are different than yours.
Wow.
She said, I'm not happy in my life without you.
Sure.
So when you realize that, you know what? If I gotta compromise and see you as the best man for me, I'm willing to do that. She said, I need you back in my life.
Back in my life. Go to next one, Same Old Love, I think it is. Oh, man. Same Old Love. 365 days in a year. Marilyn McLeod. Dale K. Roberts. Paul Rogers says Don Merrick was a member of the Phoenix Horns rhythm section on Earth, Wind & Fire. Did the solo on Reasons. Sure did, and did an amazing rendition. You know, he is asking another question here. Maybe the ladies can answer it. He's asking the question, is Anita Baker a feminist? Somebody answer that question for Paul Rogers.
That's very interesting.
That's a very interesting question.
I would say no because of the I Apologize song.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe early on, maybe early on she tailored her music to be like the voice of, but her voice, the voice of a mature woman.
Yeah.
Because if you think about all of her songs, the message is very mature. It's not, I bust the windows out your car, or I'm going to go sleep with your friend because I don't like you. But it's like recognizing, it kept it between them.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is the stuff that's going on. This is what I'm willing to do. This is what I need from you. And it wasn't like, besides that song, I need you to, when you said she was telling him what she needs, but it wasn't like, it wasn't emasculating. None of her songs were emasculating.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say
I agree with that. I don't see her as a feminist at all. And depending on how you define feminist as well, because a lot of people don't even know the definition of it. What's she saying here?
With this song, I just wanted to say what Tina was saying. As far as like her music is concerned, when she gets married, you can tell how her music transitions to a mature state. Talking all about love versus feel the need in me, and you can feel how she has matured once she got married.
Wow.
As far as the Same Old Love, she's just saying what we had was good. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's keep this going all the time.
Huh.
Yeah, it's not negative. You know, some people are like, oh, that's the same old. No, it was like, no, same old love. Like, this is a foundation. This is solid.
Gotcha.
I would compare it almost to Solid as a Rock with Ashford and Simpson.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So it's just like, it ain't like same old love. It's like, the same old love. This is like, this is my rock right here.
That's good. Let's go to the last one on this project here. It's called Watch Your Step. Another Baker rendition here, written. Let's see here, man, y'all doing it. I actually like this song here, and I think because of the rhythm. I used to drive down the Dan Ryan listening to this one. Those of you
How
don't.
many lanes did it have?
Well, at that time, if we had about 2 around that. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad she saved this for the last, because it does to me seem like an exit song, an outro in a sense. What's going on here?
Oh, wow, it's a lot going on here.
Oh, yeah. A lot going on. Huh?
She's letting him know that although I love you and I need you, I see what you're doing, and I'm just letting you know that if you keep on going the route that you're going, you're going to lose me.
Wow.
You know.
You fall and hurt yourself.
Right. Sometimes we take people for granted thinking that they're going to always be there, you know. And you have to keep communicating what you need. She like, look, you see what, I'm communicating to you what I need. You treating me like he got people coming in and out, changing women's like he changed his clothes, and she's like, I'm mature enough to see all this happening, and I'm just letting you know, I peeped it.
Yeah.
You've been warned.
Right.
Keep it up. I'm going to exit.
Wow. Well, then came, she took a break. In 1987, she got with the Winans, y'all. The Winans released this project called Decisions from Quest Records. That's Quincy Jones. Kamara, go to B, letter B. This song here is very familiar for us Christians, but very familiar with the world as well, because this song was being played on a lot of secular stations. Just like the Winans' first secular big hit, which was Question Is. This one might be number 2 for them. Ain't no need to worry. Yes, it'll be all right in the morning. Turn that up. Let's go to Giving You the Best That I Got. Oh boy,
man, that was a perfect balance between their voices too.
Oh, it was absolutely perfect. This is 1988, I believe it is. We're going to number 17, Kamara, called Priceless. The Baker's follow-up, Giving You the Best That I Got, was released October 1988 and immediately became a success, topping the Billboard 200 and selling 5 million copies worldwide, 3 million of which sold alone in the States. Ridiculous. The title track reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped the R&B and adult contemporary charts, becoming her most successful charted single. Man, who does that?
But there was nobody like Anita Baker. Unlike artists today, there's kind of like this sound that everybody has, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the only what's her name? Sade?
Sade, yeah.
But her how do I put it? She had one sound like Kim, right? You know Kim's song, you know Sade's song. But Anita Baker was versatile, even though she did a lot of love songs.
Sure.
But they didn't really sound the same. Sometimes she's singing really deep into the ocean. Sometimes like now on this song, she's showing more of her range. She's singing at the top of her voice.
Yes.
So she was versatile in her vocal styling. But because there was nobody like Anita.
Yeah, you're right.
And then her haircut was the bomb.
Yes, it was.
There's nobody who did not have that cut.
Exactly.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So true.
I agree with Tina. I think her music was ageless, and that any generation can enjoy it. I was listening to her music in '88, and here we are in 2015, and it still sounds so
timeless.
Yes.
But when that's the sign of good music.
Yes.
Right? I mean, stuff that I listened to in college, like you don't hear people playing "Time for the Percolator." I mean, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like good music endures, just like with any good thing. A masterpiece is a masterpiece from the day it was created.
You're right.
Until whenever.
Yeah. Leave me.
That priceless. That's what
priceless.
that is.
That's what it is. Priceless. Love it. Go to 18 Murray. Lead me into love. Baker married Walter Bridgeforth Jr. December 24, 1988. The couple separated in 2005 and finalized the divorce 2 years later. We all go through that.
He tried to take her money.
I've been down that road. Yeah,
I thought he had money though.
Boy, I tell you, these guys, they something, boy. They see success.
Prenup.
Yeah, prenup. They have two sons: Walter Baker Bridgeforth, born in '93, and Edward Carlton Bridgeforth, born in '94. So her children are the same age as my children, pretty much. Baker currently lives in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Her son Walter is now attending Berklee College of Music in Boston as a drumming principal. I'm not sure how old that article is, but we do know at least he went to Berklee. So I don't know if he's done or what have you. Let's see. Let's examine this project here. Giving you the best project. Third album. Priceless was written by Gary Glenn. Lead Me Into Love with Steve Lane, Larry Prentice. Giving you the best. Oh yeah. Lead Me Into Love. What's she saying here?
Oh wow. She is actually, the way that I interpret it is that she's being submissive to him. Yeah. She's giving him control. And she's telling him, when you give somebody your heart, your heart is like, if it stops in your body, you gone. So that's your most precious, what do they call it?
Commodity.
Yeah. So it's like, if you give somebody your heart, you giving them a big piece of you. So she's letting him know, if I'm giving you my heart, that must mean I really love you. So she's being, giving him control, which a lot of women can't do that today.
Absolutely. That's a huge asset at heart there.
Yes.
But I bet she didn't do it when she met him yesterday.
Yeah.
Right. No, it takes time.
Yeah,
it takes time.
And then he's trusted with that. And then she's saying basically, I trust you to lead me into love.
Wow.
And not just love, but I believe she's also talking about into how to love you. Mm-hmm. Like, teach me how to love you. And I think that's something a lot of people miss. They automatically say, well, I know how to treat a woman. Maybe you know how to treat that woman or the other women that you've had. And maybe you know how to treat the other men that you've dealt with, but that doesn't mean you necessarily know how to treat me.
Yeah.
Now, there are some things that we have alike.
Yes.
There are some best practices.
Yes.
But then, you need to tailor what you do to the person that you're with.
True.
And I think, we sell people short and we diminish individuality and the unique things that we have about us. We try to treat everybody the same.
You're right.
So, she's like, I trust you to lead me into love, loving me through you and loving you the way that you need to be loved.
Wow.
I like that.
That pen is still.
Like
she's still at it. Giving you the best that I got.
Really
go there. This is written by Baker and Randy Holland and Skip Scarborough. Oh boy. Skip. Clarence Alexander, or Skip, lost him in 2003, was a Grammy Award-winning songwriter, best known for romantic ballads, y'all. Oh, Skip, born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Lived in L.A. all his life, well, most of his life. He wrote songs and performed with LTD, Earth, Wind & Fire, co-wrote Giving You the Best That I Got, which won a Grammy in 1988 for Best R&B Song. Skip. Rest in peace. Yeah. Did you find it, Kamari? Give me the best that I got. Let's see. What number is that? We gotta find what number that is. That's 19. Yeah. Giving you the best that I got. Another timeless piece. Electra. And it's her pianos is what gets me.
And like this song, she led in with like the little hum and riff.
Yeah.
Ain't there something I can give?
Ain't there something I can give?
In exchange for everything you give to me.
She wants an exchange. What's going on here?
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
This particular song, just to give you a little history about the song, it was actually written by a guy by the name of Randy Holland.
Mm-hmm.
He actually wrote it because he was moving from Oklahoma to California to pursue his music career. But it wasn't working out, so he decided to dedicate this song to his wife. And Anita got wind of the song, and she asked could she have creative control of it.
Wow.
They gave it to her. She did her thing, and at this time she was engaged to Walter. So
how did I get in the story?
Not you.
Oh, okay. Not this time.
No.
Because I'm always in scandals.
She said, I'm going to love you unselfishly, right? And giving you the best that I got doesn't mean that what I'm giving you is perfect, right?
Sure.
Or that what I'm giving you the best that I got.
Wow.
And that's so amazing. You know, it's just like, when you give me your best, how can that not be good enough?
Wow.
You know, but so many times people give us their best and then we demand more.
Absolutely.
We push them into being fake.
Sure.
Or we push them into resenting us and not giving us anything.
Wow.
You know, but when I'm giving you the best that I got, I can work with that.
Yeah. Well, my best friend, Buddy Gill, says my wife came down the aisle on Baker's giving you the best that I've got 25 years ago. And I'm still getting her best. Go on, Buddy Gill. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. 20, I think. See what's going on here. Oh, man. Woo. Good Love. That's what she's saying here. Written by Gary Taylor. I remember this one. This one played on Night Moods on WGCI Chicago. Gary Taylor, Los Angeles boy, singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and producer. Songs have been recorded by a number of leading artists, including Keep in Touch, Grover Washington Jr., Walter Beasley, Lonnie Liston Smith, George Clinton, and P-Funk. Living Without a Heart, Vanessa Rubin. Yeah, and the Whispers. My Heart, Your Heart. Good Love. Is this a physical situation going on? Is this? Okay. Maybe. This is a Christian show, so be careful what you're reading. What you reading?
I guess it could be physical.
Okay.
Or it could be a mental thing as well.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's search for that good love, that that one person that makes you feel secure. And she mentioned being positive. Whatever you got that's positive, I want all of that.
Okay. This hook line right here, she could have just sang the hook by itself. Morning, noon, and night, man. That's all day.
But that's the thing, right? When you are experiencing love, like when we love each other moment by moment, it'll last throughout the day. I don't have to see you, but I know that you love me. Because when we interact, or it's like, man, that midday phone call, I don't want nothing.
Wow.
I just wanted to hear your voice.
Wow.
Hope your day's going well, or you go out to your car, the snow's cleaned off, there's a note there. I mean,
there's a note there.
Just stuff like that, little things. It doesn't have to be like you spend $5 million.
Yeah.
It's little stuff a handwritten note, an email to say, I want to bless your day.
Wow.
I think the most romantic thing that is, one of the most, was like, I was hanging out with this guy. He's like, you know what? I want to bless your day today. And he just like sent me this email of just like blessings in scripture. What? And that's the first thing I saw that morning. I'm opening emails.
Sure.
Like, I'm getting an email from a teacher or a parent. But it's like, wow.
Oh.
And it's that feeling that transcends touching and space and distance and all this stuff.
Sure.
When you just really know.
Wow. That's good. Good. Come on, we'll go to rules. Let's go through these real quick because I got so much more to go. We'll do just a few seconds of each one of these. We got rules, good enough, just because, and you belong to me. This is rules. Graham Lamb, Phil Nickel, and Maggie Ryder, the writers of these. And a lot of times you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people writing on one song. That's just the way it is. And this is a track many of you have never heard before. Okay, let's go to the next one. Good enough. We'll get through these real quick. It's number 6 on that particular project. Quintessential Baker. She's a co-writer on this, and James McBride. Listen to that.
It's like you in a jazz club,
that's what I'm saying.
Close up.
I'm telling you, this is
like the Green Mill up north.
The Green Mill, yeah.
But the best that I can offer is love true. Still, I know you wonder why this love.
She doesn't sound like a soul singer trying to do some jazzy stuff.
No.
She just
like she belongs. This is her. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to You Belong to Me with my Terry Britton. Let's see. Billy Lively and Graham Lyle.
When I think about how much I'm loving you.
Oh yeah. Terry Britton, English singer-songwriter, record producer, wrote songs for Tina Turner, Cliff Richard, Olivia Newton-John, Status Quo, Michael Jackson. What's love got to do with it? Yeah, co-writer, won a Grammy Award for the song, 1985.
Walter, don't you love hearing that?
I do.
I love you just because you're you.
Just because you're you. It's Alex Brown, Sammy McKinney, Michael O'Hara. Just because I'm me.
Like you don't have to be anybody else, anything extra. Just be you.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Go to the last one there. You Belong to Me. That's actually the one from Terry Britton, Billy Lively, and Graham Lyle. I read their bios already. Play a little bit of that. Anita Baker is the executive producer of this project, produced by Michael J. Powell. Man, I'm telling y'all, that Powell, R&B musician, record producer, arranger, who best known for the work, Grammy Award-winning vocalist Anita Baker, born in Robert Taylor Homes, y'all, right here in Chicago. Lived there until his family moved to Detroit at the age of 9. In 1974, he formed a band called Chapter 8. A year later, Anita Baker joined Chapter 8 in Detroit. They eventually got a record deal with Areola. And the rest with this brother is history. Multi-platinum, mega hit writer from Rapture. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to compositions, y'all. Number 25, Camara. We're going to a song called Talk to Me. Talk to Me. Electra 1990. What were you doing in 1990, Reshelle?
I was 20 years old.
You was 20?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Doing what?
Partying.
You was partying?
Clubbing. I think
house music, right?
Maybe a clique. No, I wasn't into house music.
You weren't house yet?
No. I probably was at like Heroes or the Clique or the Rose.
The Clique. I remember Clique. Oh, absolutely. Was you hanging around the Copper Walks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to catch me a sugar daddy.
Trying to catch you good.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Oh, at least she's honest. What about you, Tim? Whatever your name is.
What?
Okay,
Miss
sorry.
Tina, thank you very much.
Yeah, Miss Tina.
You said 1990?
Mm-hmm.
I was 15, freshman in high school.
Wow.
Band, choir, being a nerd. I'm a nerd girl.
Oh, yeah. I was a nerd, too. I was married.
Singing.
Yeah, okay. My son Walter Jr. was born that year, and I was just blessed. Just blessed.
Amen.
To have a child who I could see every day, tuck him in the bed and take him to the park. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with you? Compositions, is the fourth album by the American R&B songwriter Anita Baker. Peak number 5 on the Billboard 200 and was certified platinum in 1990, making it Baker's third platinum selling album. Number 3, platinum. Whew. The album also won a Grammy Award for the Best Female R&B Vocal Performance at the 1991 Grammy Award. Compositions would be the last album in collaboration between Baker and the longtime producer Michael J. Powell. That be it for them, y'all. But I'm sure they're still good friends. Talk to Me, written by Baker, Vernon Fales, and Michael Powell. Let's go to the next song there, Kamari. Y'all can't leave that alone, okay? What's wrong with y'all? Perfect Love Affair. Another Baker writing style and Joel Davis. Don't bass player, do your thing. Let me see who's the personnel on here. Paulinho de Castro percussion, Nathan East background vocals and bass, Ricky Lawson drums, Earl Clue guitar. OMG, Earl Clue. I can't tell y'all how much I love that brother.
Man, and you see how her voice is still just beautiful.
Yes.
Man, it sounds like she's just doing this so effortlessly. You know, it's so smooth, like silk.
It is silky. Yeah. Let's go to Whatever It Takes, because we can go there and on these. It's hard to just quit in between them in the middle of songs. Whatever It Takes is another Baker, great writing. Mark Gordon and Gerald Levert. That's right, y'all. Gerald Levert.
Love me some Gerald.
God rest his soul. We lost him November 2006. Yeah. His father, Eddie Levert, y'all know. Legacy.
And they don't do intros like this anymore.
Nope.
Like this would be nowadays considered a long intro.
It's too long. They would turn the station.
Yep.
Because we're not patient today.
Listen to the instrumentation.
And it depends on the genre of music, because in jazz, if we were on listen to a jazz station, they could do these long intros. But because we're in the world we're in today, on that radio station's platform won't allow it.
And then like a lot of songs, because you're doing the whole karaoke thing, I also DJ. So we get like a couple of kinds of tracks, right? You get the track, the radio edit, which is the intro and outro edited, and then you get like the original that has like that sometimes 20, 30-second intro
That's right.
and the outro. So
Yeah.
it's just very interesting.
Even on TV shows, if you look at the theme songs of TV shows, they don't even play the intro songs anymore, the theme songs in its fullest anymore. They slash them because they want the people to get right into the situation of the comedy.
They have more commercials too.
Yep, absolutely. Oh yeah, there is a method to the madness. Let's go to the next one here. Whatever it takes is where we at. I lost track. Lord have mercy. 28. Okay. Soul Inspiration. Well, y'all do this every night from 4 to 6 p.m. and you'll see how hard it is to keep up. Soul Inspiration. Terry Britton and Graham Lyle. They pop up again, y'all.
Well, at least she keeps a good relationship with her writers.
Yes, she sure do. She sure do. This was a good one right here. I know. I felt that.
See how
time on work.
See how she's not afraid to admit her wrongs, her shortcomings.
Yeah.
And it's not demeaning either. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if I forgot, maybe I've been working too hard. Hey, let me tell you.
And sometimes it's just all about acknowledging it.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to understand what Anita's saying.
Yeah, and she knows. Trust me, I'm sure she's heard it before. I'm sure. But nobody talk about my Anita. I told y'all. Yeah. Let's go to number 29. Lonely. I'm so lonely.
Wow.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Yeah, I love it. Lonely. Oops, I made a mistake. That's all. But mistakes can happen to anyone. Y'all know nothing about that. Principal Keita know about that. That's a song from PBS, by the way.
I know.
Yeah, just say amen. Principal, you out there, just say amen. I heard you. Calm down. What's going on here? What's that rhythm, Tina? Come on now, help me out. Okay. It's a slower rhythm of mambo number. I know it is.
It sounds like, okay, I know it's like kind of big bandish.
Yes, it is. It is big bandish. Let's go to the next one. No One to Blame. You ain't got no one to blame. You said That Lonely was written by Baker. No One to Blame. Baker again. And Fails. That's a Vernon. That is Vernon Fails. You know, it's good to be able to sing these songs and also be a co-writer to them as well, because then you can really hear the heart of the writer, since the writer is part you. Yeah, no one to blame. Who she blaming? No one to blame but who? Her?
Herself.
Herself. Okay.
If things go wrong in the relationship, she's just taking ownership of what she's not doing, and she's just saying, if it goes wrong and you leave me, to blame myself.
So this further says that she's not a feminist.
No, I don't think that she is.
All right, there you go. I just learned it. All right, let's go to the next one. More Than You Know. Baker grabs a pen and started writing again with Vernon and Michael Powell. More Than You Know. It's got a commissioned intro there. Those of y'all who know commission, we're going to do the commission effect real soon, y'all. Get ready. Put your seatbelts on. That's coming. The month of August. It's going to be a great month. Who's she looking for?
Her man.
Oh. So why she say more than you know? Whew. You hear that change? See that change? See, if Alvin was here, he'd be under the table right now. Lord. That's just.
Well, you use your voice as an instrument. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like perfection. Like the vocal, the mix, everything. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is like a lot of times nowadays they mix the lead vocals so much higher than the instrumentation. But this is like the perfect balance.
It is. It is.
Do you hear it? Oh!
This is key of F, like a relative minor D, back to D. Good stuff. I love playing this. I can only play slow in D minor. Let's go to the next one. This is Love You to the Letter, I think it is. James McBride. You hear that piano? Woo. Boy, you better. Is that me on the piano? You better play, Sir Walter. Play, boy. Yes, that's. I guess that's Greg playing piano.
And there's nothing outdoing anything.
Nothing.
Right? Everything is working and like perfect. It's synergy.
You hear the brushes of the snare.
That dude playing up here.
He is. Yeah. This will take you in. And this sucker here is about 7 minutes, 7:20 long, and
it's very Billie Holiday.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Nothing changes with you. You never do.
She back in the key of D, y'all. So I guess she likes D. I think she likes F and F sharp too. I think that's her range, but this is beautiful. Love You to the Letter, Alice. That's self-explanatory. Yeah. Let's go to Fairy Tales. I think this last one on here. Baker writes again. Baker was writing like crazy on this project, y'all. Baker and Vernon and Powell. They were the writing team. Oh boy. It's number 33, Kamari, right? Yeah, man. This one here. This one, I like listening to it because especially towards the end, the music just plays. It just plays. Fairy Tales.
I can remember stories, those things my mother said. She told me fairy tales before I went to bed. She spoke of happy endings, then tucked me in real tight. She turned my nightlight on and kissed my face goodnight. My mind was filled with a vision.
I see what you're doing, Anita Baker. You're going back and forth on that relative, the minor type thingy. You know, she's going from C sharp to E, and that's that whole jazzy thing. And actually, praise and worship today uses this same concept. Those of you who really study music like I do, because I'm a nerd. Yeah. What you say now? In 1990, Baker released compositions which had Baker more involved in the songwriting and producing process, and the first in which she began incorporating more jazz elements than in previous albums. The album launched the single Talk to Me, Soul Inspiration, and Fairy Tales, and eventually sold over 1 million copies. After the end of the album's touring and promotion schedule in 1991, Baker took a break from the business when she settled down with her husband at the time, later having 2 children together. Also in 1991, Elektra reissued Baker's first album, The Songstress, and we talked about that. After buying rights to the album, it has sold more than 300,000 copies since its release. Okay, let's go to number 34. We're going to the Rhythm of Love. Moving this real quick. We got about 30 more minutes to go, man. We got to move this real fast. 1994, Rhythm of Love. Oh yeah. 94, man, was a good year. Good year. What was you doing in 94, Reshelle?
Just had my first baby.
The first one?
Yes. Josh.
Oh man, 94?
Yeah.
Okay, Rebecca was born the year before, 93. What about you, Tina? 94.
Sophomore at Jackson State University.
Sophomore. What was you studying?
Biology and chemistry.
Oh, you was a nerd.
I am a nerd.
You still is, huh?
Love
it. Anita Baker wrote this one with Patrick Moulton.
This is really different.
Very different. Gives you a cultural African, and then she takes you there. She gives you African and then move into the American rhythm into something. That was clever though, Anita. I can give you hands on that one. I never really studied these songs like this when I was back then because I didn't know how to. I'm older and wiser now. Let's go to the next one. Kamari, The Look of Love. You know, this Burt Bacharach. You can't go wrong with Burt. Burt wrote everything known to man. If it was written, he wrote it. Him and Hal David. The Look of Love.
More of the Anita Baker.
Yes, it is. I agree. The human voice is an instrument, Paul Rogers is saying. We vibrate the vocal cords that rise the air as sound waves. No vibration, no air, no music. Paul is right. The Jews refer to the voice as the trumpet of God. It is an instrument.
A shofar, right?
Yes, shofar. Woo-hoo! Yes, sir. That's the best shofar rendition I can come up with. Let's go to Body and Soul because I'm about to groove here. Man, this is feeling good. Rick Knowles and Ellen Shipley is writers of this, Body and Soul. Ooh-wee.
Man, this right here.
I know. You ain't got to say
the
nothing.
First line.
What have you done to me? I can't eat, I cannot sleep.
Wow.
And I'm not the same anymore.
What you done to me? I can't eat or I can't sleep. I've been there. I know what that feeling is. You know what that feeling is? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
You do? All right now.
No.
Don't tell all of it. Don't tell it all. Yeah, let's go to Baby. Number 4 on that project. But
See, you had to be a real singer to sing that song. Did you hear a little change she did?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Never been pitchy.
Yeah. It was B, I think it was. It was his B, Baby, that is. She went back to her, she's E flat here. Anita Baker, as a writer. I got to move on. Let's go to the next one. This was a big hit for me, probably as far as top 5 songs from Anita Baker. This one right here, maybe number 1 for me.
This is number 1.
I don't know why it's number 1 for me. Not because she's apologizing and I'm a sexist.
Right.
But because the rhythm of this song with that lyric is just... It is a subliminal thing like you do with McDonald's signs. You see McDonald's, the arch, and you get hungry. Of course, I don't like McDonald's. Baker wrote this with Barry J. Eastman and Gordon Chambers. Use that electric piano sound. Come on, you can't go wrong with this. Got almost an 808 going on with the drums. Yeah, she's in B again, y'all. She's singing these white keys because she write these songs with guitar players because they usually play in the open chords and the.
And then it also makes you pay attention. It engages your ears and it's just like you're floating almost. You know?
It is.
And then how her voice is literally floating on top of the music.
I like
the background. See how it's sunk in the background? It's there, but it's not there. Go ahead.
I like how she expresses herself, how she just opened herself up to him, knowing that he could reject her. He could be like, "Nope, I don't forgive you." But then she uses the word "daddy." So what man do not want to be called the word? Whew. And so often we let our pride get in the way, and we be too proud to apologize.
Yeah.
So our spouses.
Wow, I love that. That's a great analogy, by the way. I'm gonna give you credit for that one.
Need to make up real quick.
Okay, I gotta move through these. I'm not gonna do them all. Give me a hit from this project here, Rhythm of Love.
Oh my goodness.
It's been maybe You Belong to Me. Go to 41 to see what that sound like. Yep, that was a hit.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a remake, by the way. We know that. You Belong to Me. That's Carly Simon, by the way. Michael McDonald. What a coincidence. Michael McDonald popped up here. But they're writers. What you going to say?
Yeah, okay. So
quickly,
my interpretation of this song is that it's just my interpretation.
Yeah.
He's seeing another woman and she's upset and she wants him to claim her. So she's telling him what to do. Tell that woman, you belong to me. Tell her that I love you. I got beautiful eyes. I don't need her to see you like that.
Wow.
And if he got to choose between me and another person, don't choose me.
Amen. It's almost a contrast to that last night. If I was your woman.
Yes, that's good stuff.
But see, we need to do another show about the whole other called the other woman
the
effect.
Other woman effect.
Woo! I like that
because about like music about other women. You know what I'm saying?
Write that somewhere.
Because that's deep.
The other woman effect. Oh my God, Can we do that next week? Can you get some time off?
I could be here.
Okay, the other woman effect. Go to number 45. This is My Funny Valentine. Y'all know this song. Everybody can't do this.
No.
Everybody can't do this. But when I heard her do this, I said, Anita, will you be mine? This is right here. Richard Rodgers and Lorenz Hart. One of the greatest songs ever written.
Listen to this. The instruments. The instruments.
Oh my gosh. I know.
And then, like, how they mixed her down.
Yes. You know, Joe Sample is on this project, by the way.
I love him.
Yeah, okay, rest in peace, Joe. But Joe was, to me, the greatest pianist next to maybe beside Oscar Peterson.
It's like you can picture her on the stage with a big mic, like the old time mics.
Yes.
But what she did was she changed the vocal arrangement just a little to make it hers. Like elongating some of the syllable, because most of it, the rhythm would be there, but she really, I don't know if it's right to say like kept the fidelity of the song, but she really owned it and made it Anita.
That's good.
She was good at that.
Yeah. Let's go to the next project called My Everything. We're going to She With Blue Note now, 2004. Let's go to number 46. Kamara is called You're My Everything. What were you doing in 2004?
Moving to Chicago.
Coming on in here. Really?
Yes.
Wow. Turn it down a little bit, Kamara. What were you doing, Reshelle?
Just graduated with my BA in criminal justice.
Wow, BA in criminal justice. Wow, man, I better behave then. My Everything, you got How Could You, In My Heart, Serious, How Does It Feel, Like You Used To, Close Your Eyes, You're My Everything, I Can't Sleep, and Men in My Life. I'm trying to see which, I'm trying to be, what I want to do here. Trying to find a song that some of y'all might recognize. Go to 50, maybe. I don't know. Because I don't know which ones were the hits for you. Because, that was only 2004. That wasn't that long ago.
Almost 11. That's 11 years ago.
It wasn't that long ago. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Yeah, I don't know where to go, really. Yeah. She was executive producer and Barry Eastman also as well. Okay. Let's see. The sixth studio album released September 7, 2004. The album debuted at number 4 on the U.S. Billboard 200, selling 132,000 copies in its first week. As of May 2005, the album has sold 568,000 copies in the U.S. and been certified gold by the RIAA. Yeah, that's not AA, by the way, y'all, for those of you. No. Yeah. Okay, we're moving on. Let's go to Christmas, y'all. 2005. I want to hear number 56. Now, this is great. I'm telling y'all, I'm into ragtime. Okay, y'all know the difference between ragtime and Dixieland, by the way. But this right here just moves me. This is Frosty the Snowman. Check this rag out right here. That whole stride thing going in, it just feels good. Drag that thing on the A flat. Yeah. This sound like The Wiz, something from The Wiz. Straight Quincy Jones feel.
Or remember how Fred Sanford used to be when he'd be in the band and you see them playing that big old instrument? That's the picture I get in my mind.
Yeah. He's got that Wynton Marsalis trumpet thing going on.
And it's gospelized, but not too much so. You know what I'm saying? It makes you like stand up and listen and you want to just kind of like,
oh yeah. Good stuff right here. Christmas Fantasy is the 7th studio album by American R&B singer Anita Baker. It is Baker's first and only holiday album and was released October 4, 2005 by Blue Note Records. The album peaked at number 120 on the Billboard 200 and number 31 on the R&B chart. For the album, Baker performed several classic Christmas songs. This is I'll Be Home for Christmas, Oh Come All Ye Faithful, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, and Christmas Time Is Here, which received Grammy nominations. Frosty's Rag is a reimagined version of Frosty the Snowman, and also featured is Baker's rendition of the Broadway holiday song, My Favorite Thing.
Sing, Anita.
You better sing that thing, girl. Get on my nerves. I hear Tata Vega in the background. Doing that. Shug Avery. Is that Shug Avery?
Oh, God.
I hear Shug Avery in this thing.
One moment said when all the girls just yelled, "Woo, Frosty!"
All right now.
You better sing that song.
Had to hurry on.
You know, I don't like Christmas songs.
Christmas song? I don't either, but this one doing it for me.
I'll be back to get you someday.
Wow, 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 wow. See, she's enjoying it. See, mercy. Have mercy.
Or should I say merci?
Merci.
Merci.
Merci. Hey, go to see. I want y'all to hear Reshelle Farrell, Kim, and Layla Hathaway do a tribute to Anita Baker on the Soul Train Awards 2010. Elder Barge was on it. Yes. It's just beautiful.
Reshelle Farrell is like,
ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Ridiculous. Now listen to this soundbite here. We're almost done, y'all.
We began a lover's dance. The ride was smooth to romance, and we sang love sweet song, every day. I believe love would stay in my heart, but now it's torn apart. It's gone away. I can't stay. I've got to say, I don't believe that you could do me this way. Hey, girl, been so long.
They don't make them like that no more.
No.
Listen, you darling. Yeah, hey girl. Oh, come on now. Been so long, girl.
Look at your face.
He couldn't even do nothing. He could
do
nothing. Been so long, girl. Because he couldn't do nothing.
He couldn't do nothing. What do you do after that?
I wouldn't have been on the stage with her myself personally.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Layla.
Oh, here's my baby right here. Sing, girl. Layla.
Everybody, what is that? I mean, come on.
If I could, I'd give you the world.
That's that.
Wrap it all around you, yeah. Won't be satisfied.
I told you.
Oh my gosh.
That contralto.
She's
My angel.
Who does that?
See that little retard right there?
Layla's my girl.
That girl right there.
And like they have those voices, but they're so distinct, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And like Layla's voice is like her higher register is the timbre is like a little different. Like she can sing high. Her range is much wider than Anita's.
It really is. Yeah.
But man, that girl is so bad.
Just let me know that I am special to you, my angel.
Who does that? See, she needs to put on a clinic to a lot of these gospel artists about how you can do vocal acrobatics, but not to hide vocal flaws, but to enhance
absolutely
the music.
Yeah,
like that was sick.
Yeah,
who does that?
Well, her.
I mean, yeah, but my gosh, can't nobody else do it.
Whew. And then again on our shows, we talk about the good and the bad and the ugly, like we did all of the effect shows. Here, we're going to file D. This is the last file of the night. Well, outside of the outro that we're going to do eventually. But this one's called No More Warrant for the singer Anita Baker.
Anita Baker, who will not be locked up anytime soon. Only 7 Action News was there when a Wayne County judge got rid of that bench warrant that had been issued for Baker's arrest as part of a civil lawsuit.
7 investigator Heather Catallo spoke to the singer just moments after she found out the warrant was dropped. And Heather, what did she tell you?
Well, Anita Baker was very emotional when I spoke to her on the phone and extremely grateful to the judge. She told me that she's never experienced anything like this before. She also says she is ready to defend this lawsuit now that she knows about it.
Freedom is everything to Anita Baker right now. The 8-time Grammy Award-winning singer can now travel back to Detroit without the fear of getting arrested.
This is our emergency motion.
At an emergency hearing in Wayne County Circuit Court this morning, Baker's lawyer asked Judge Edward Ewell to get rid of a bench warrant that had been issued for the songstress last week.
The court is going to lift the bench warrant. The court is not going to require a bond at this time.
The warrant stemmed from a civil lawsuit that a painter filed against Baker a few years ago. The suit claims that Baker owes Ray A. Smith Painting and Decorating more than $15,000 for work done in the dining room of her Grosse Pointe home. Baker and her lawyer, Jamal Hamoud, say the work was shoddy and that she had already paid the painter nearly $60,000. Hamoud says she was prepared to defend the lawsuit back in 2010, but it got dismissed. It turns out the painter filed a new lawsuit in 2011 and ultimately got a default judgment against Baker for the $15,000. Hamoud says Baker was never served with that lawsuit, and he questions the timing of the bench warrant so many years later.
They had her cell phone number, her personal cell phone number, so they could have contacted her and never chose to contact her to say, hey, you haven't answered a complaint, or you haven't answered a default, or when can you come in for a creditor's exam? They were trying to take the shortcut, easy way out.
It's unfortunate that it came to this point.
Attorney Daniel Giroux says he did try several times to serve Baker and her former lawyer with the proper paperwork for the lawsuit.
Believe me, I would have loved to have dealt with her attorney, but I wasn't aware of one.
Is your client trying to use the media to get money out of her?
Absolutely not.
Giroux also told the judge that Baker has a history of failing to follow court orders, a claim Baker's lawyer calls scandalous.
That's absolutely incorrect. I've I've been handling matters for Ms. Baker for quite some time now, and I've never had a situation or an issue with her not appearing or making it difficult to appear.
Now that the bench warrant has been lifted, Baker is able to travel. She will be returning soon to Detroit to defend herself in this case.
So, Heather, any idea when she might be back in court?
Yes, they set a date today. The judge set an evidentiary hearing for April 4th. At that hearing, this issue of whether or not she was ever served with the lawsuit will be discussed. The painter's lawyer brought his process server with him to court today to talk about when they attempted to give the singer a subpoena. Baker's lawyer believes the plaintiff purposely tried to deliver that court order when she was on tour. They'll get to duke it out next month.
I'll have to hammer it out.
We know you'll be on the story.
Yes, we will.
All right, thank you very much, Heather.
You can find it. Yeah, man. Again, we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and I'm glad she was able to, squash all of that stuff.
And also back in the day, like a lot of fans would complain about Anita Baker. Like they said that she was really standoffish. Like, and she said it was that, she liked her privacy. Like she wouldn't give autographs and, stuff like that. And, it's just like some people are like that. You know what? When I hear stuff about artists like that, I have to look at sometimes the life that I live, because I'm not as famous as they are. But yet. Right. But I can say that there are some times I go into places where I'm overtaken by the attention. And sometimes you got to keep smiling. You got to keep putting on the face. You got to keep being political. And sometimes we have bad days ourselves. Yes. And so sometimes after that 15th person, the 16th person, you just can't take it no more. And you're like, okay, not right now, please, not right now. And then they're going to look at that as, oh, he's so stuck up. He wouldn't even be, 15 people before you, I had to put on my song and dance. And I'm tired. Or even like if you're with your family or you're eating or you just finished doing a concert, I just don't personally think that an artist necessarily owes anyone autograph all the time. Not all the time. Be considerate of them. Yeah, because they're still people. They're in a restaurant eating with their families. Give them that time. Yeah. And so if you really think you need that autograph, just say, listen, you with your family, listen, maybe when you're done. Right. And if I'm still here, if you can, give me an autograph. If not, don't worry about it. Have a good. Oh, can I take a picture with you? You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Right. And the artist will respect that. Says, wow, thank you. Matter of fact, when I'm done, I'll be sure and take care of it, because artists, they owe their lives to the public, and they want to thank you for buying their records and buying tickets to their shows, and so they'll bless you, but have some humanity. Have some decency about yourself, and let them, be human.
Well, I had a positive experience with Anita. I saw her actually 4 times in concert.
4 times?
Yes.
Man, you like Anita, don't you? Wow.
I love Anita. So I think it was back in '95 at the Airy Crown Theater. I was in the second row. After the concert, she came to the front of the stage, and she was shaking everybody's hand. Saying thank you, and I got a chance to shake her hand, and I was like, oh my God, oh my God. I was just so excited, just to see her up close and personal. So I don't know, I think we owe them their privacy, but at the same time, I pay my money to come see you. I want an autograph, but you still got to you got to respect their privacy as well.
You do, but you paid money to see her perform.
Yeah, and an autograph. No, that comes with the performance.
No.
Come on, go ahead, play that outro, please. Lately, start playing it. I'm gonna talk over it. August 2012, Baker released her version of Tyrese hit Lately.
We was just talking about that.
Yeah, the song made headlines for Baker's after the song was played on every single hour of the hour throughout the day on urban adult contemporary radio, making her the first artist to make this kind of debut. Nobody's ever done this, y'all. Baker has been working on the album featuring the single Only Forever since 2010, although Blue Note set release dates for the album in October and December 2012. Baker decided she still needed to work on the album, causing delays. Currently, the album has no release date. They're saying here that I don't know. I know this is Wikipedia, so it might be outdated, but in February 2013, Baker returned to the national spotlight, performing Lately and Same Old Love on Jimmy Kimmel Live. That same month, she appeared at the Grammys, where Lately was nominated for a Grammy Award. The great Anita Baker, y'all. Man. January, baby. January 26th, 1958. And she still look good. I just want to, man, Lisa, I keep calling her Lisa. This is Tina. I think because Tina and Lisa, they like,
yeah, 4 letters.
They're like William and Bill, you know what I'm saying?
Really? Okay. I'm not coming back.
You ain't coming back. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, so Tina and I have agreed that Tyrese sung the lately better.
Really?
I don't know if it's because it's a man singing to women, but we think he sounded much better.
That might be because you guys are ladies. Because me being a man, I'm loving this Anita Baker version.
But see, even the instrumentation was different. Like I like Tyrese's instrumentation. He had more like horns, I believe, and it was just it's different.
Okay, yeah. And usually what I do, I put the songs back next to each other and play, but I didn't.
Oh, you should have did that.
Well, you know, I gave Kamari 58 songs. All right, she did a great job.
His is a little slower.
Yeah.
Because his is
just a little slower. That's true.
Told you I love you.
Yeah, it sure is. Mm-hmm. You're right.
Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, but Anita's singing. We already talking over Anita. We already rude doing that. So this is Anita Baker show. Tyreek will have this show next week. Yeah. It's great stuff. Ladies, thank you for coming by here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for the history, Reshelle, for all that great history on the lyrics. Man, I didn't know you was really into the Baker story like that.
I love Anita Baker.
Man, that's some good stuff.
Well, I would have researched, but I didn't know.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to.
Blame Walter.
It's all in you. It's all in you, babe. It's all in you.
You did good, Tina.
Yeah, you did great.
So did you.
You did great.
Wonderful.
You guys,
it was nice meeting you.
Share this show with all of the people that you know, especially the Anita Baker fans that are out there. Just blast this show everywhere because there is no show like this where we're taking artists and break up their life the way we do here, and we do it in a positive way. I hate negative shows.
And then you know what? If I can remind our audience to do something,
what's that?
To live freely, to laugh often, and just love it.
Great
live
advice.
freely, laugh often, and love. As Anita Baker has given us in her songs, she loved. And thank you, Anita Baker, for you. Great music down through the years. You have really blessed my life. All right.
And thank you, Sir Walter, for bringing us this awesome topics and shows that all of us can relate to, regardless of whether we're Christian or Buddhist or whatever. Or we're searching, right?
Sure.
You know, everybody feels comfortable listening and participating. So thank you for doing that for us.
Oh, you're so welcome. Wow.
Thank you, Walter.
I'm honored. Thank you. Play that again. Kamari, I'm going to get out of here. Got another show starting somewhere. I don't know if they're in the room. Play it again. Or play my outro. Whatever you find, play it. And I'm out. Hey, tomorrow we have a Calvin Bridges will be over. And that's me. Gotta go. So Walter Jones Show.
For your everyday life. Stay connected to Sir Walter Jones by visiting him online at www.sirwalterjones.com or on Facebook at www.facebook.com/AskTheElder. Stay tuned until next time with the Sir Walter Jones Show with Sir Walter Jones.